Welcome to Introduction to Money Management, a series of educational digital stories to help teens learn about managing their money. Ah yes, the plastic fantastic, the money machine, the credit card. You may have used one or seen a family member swipe it to pay for something, but what is it? Introduction to Money Management proudly presents Unit 1, the credit card. Prepare yourselves for this brief digital journey where you will learn the answers to the following important questions. What is a credit card? How does it work? What are the dangers of using it, and how do I use it responsibly? Remember question 1, what is a credit card? The answer is a credit card allows you to borrow money from your bank or your other lender to make your purchases. Whether you're buying a burger, round-trip ticket to France. That's why they call it credit. They credit you with some free money to use. They put that money for you on the plastic card. It has a limit though. You can't just go ahead and shop till you drop. Still, free money. Nice, right? Hey, don't you know there's no such thing as a free lunch? Time to answer our second question. How does it work? You can use your credit card to buy stuff, but you have to pay it back. As long as you pay it back within the grace period of 25 to 30 days, you don't have to pay extra. However, if you don't pay it back in that time, you'll have to pay interest, percentage of what you owe to the bank, on top of what you borrowed. Wait a minute, you borrowed the money because you didn't have enough to buy stuff with in the first place. How are you going to pay it back? So now you understand there's advantages and disadvantages. Here's the advantages. You can make a large purchase now and pay it off in smaller chunks. Your credit card statement makes budgeting easier. It's easier than carrying around a wad of cash. And you can build up your credit score. That'll be useful later on. A lot of things cannot be bought or loans taken out without a good record of payment or credit. The score tells you how well you paid back credit cards, bills, and loans. Disadvantages. You can easily dig yourself into debt if you're not careful about your spending. The ease of using credit cards can cause you to overspend. Interest rates can make even a small debt seem larger. Credit card companies also can charge you fees, annual fees to use the credit card and late fees if you don't pay on time. We better go over the 4 dangers of credit card use. Danger number 1. Spending is effortless. We often use credit cards as another way to pay for things, but just because we have a certain credit limit doesn't mean we can buy whatever we want. We live in a society that loves to consume and buy stuff, and we don't think about how we're going to pay for them. But then the bill arrives, and believe me, there are bills on the way. Danger number 2. I must have one because everyone uses them. Nowadays, credit cards are built into our culture, and 72% of Americans have at least one credit card, with average American owning 3 or more. Just because everyone has it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do for everyone. Danger number 3. Interest charges keep you treading water. You can end up drowning in debt just by paying the minimum balance on a credit card with a high interest rate. For example, you buy a sale item, you use your credit card promising you'll have the money when the bill comes. But when the bill comes, you can only send in half the money. So instead of getting a deal on a sale, you've now lost money by paying 50% interest charges. Danger 4. Relying on credit cards and ruining your budget. If you always use credit cards to buy things, it can be tough to stay on budget. Before you realize you spend $5 here and $25 there, it adds up to hundreds, and you have nothing to show for it. Your budget will be blown, and you may not be able to pay your other bills on time, or pay for an emergency that shows up. So instead of controlling money, it will control you. So please, use your credit card responsibly. Use debit cards or cash to pay for everyday store things. Only use credit cards for expenses like travel or buying online. Evaluate the situation. If it's smart for you to use them, don't just do what everyone else does. Call your credit card company and ask them to lower your rates. Take advantage of the 0% interest rate transfer offers that you receive in the mail, but watch out for tricks such as hiking up rates and fees. Keep credit cards out of your spending routine. Don't include your credit limit in your budget. And remember, credit card companies are tracking how you pay. Don't ruin your reputation by being late on payments. You will need a good credit later to buy important stuff like houses and cars. So now you know what a credit card is, how it works, and how to be responsible when using it. Well done! Thanks for watching Introduction to Money Management.